So guys, what if the one thing that you've always wanted to do subconsciously, or maybe you're consciously aware of what you've wanted to do, is literally limited by your fears that you have in this world? Maybe something happened in your past or your childhood that has caused you to think it won't work out, or someone has told you, or friends have told you, or family, that this will never work out or pan out for you, or you have limiting factors, limiting beliefs in your life. Well, do not let those limiting factors or beliefs or people tell you or decide what you're going to do with your future, because you're limiting yourself. And for me, what I've realized over time, and I've had a variety of different jobs in life, is that what you're truly passionate about, you're going to be limiting yourself because you're going to have some fear masked over it unless you let yourself go and take that risk. And that risk might not 100% be the easiest thing to do, but it's going to give you that sense of fulfillment. If you put out into the world that positivity, that optimism, and that growth potential, it's really going to happen for you. You just got to think outside the box with how you're going to achieve it, and you're going to realize that this whole time you may have been limiting yourself in life. You're not being able to live it to its fullest if you do not meet what your purpose or intention is. And sometimes you might not consciously be aware of it. So I say subconsciously, like I referred to earlier. And subconsciously, it might take some meditation, some prayer, some time alone with God to really dive in deep to see what you're living for. Because if you're living in the monotony and it's not fulfilling, it can be very draining and depressing. And I know this. I've been there before. I know how challenging it is and how rough it is. And for me, my limiting factor in life was always the limitations I put on myself, because I felt like I could never achieve that. That's for somebody else. However, that's just something that I subconsciously, and now I'm consciously aware of, that I put on myself. And when you're aware of it, you think and come up with a plan to get over that and come up with goals to set to achieve what you want to do. And it is so hard, I tell you, but if you are religiously consistent with your thought and you rewire your mind to think the opposite, things can change and things can look positive for you, and you can get to your goal piece by piece. So don't ever limit yourself, and don't ever disregard what you want to do in life. Don't disregard how you might want to get there, because there's so many different avenues, and the world is literally your oyster. I know it sounds corny, and some people are stuck in this monotonous, robotic life. And this monotonous, robotic life is so boring and not fulfilling. If you're not fulfilling or living your purpose, you're gonna feel that way. So don't forget to dive in deep with meditation and truly understand yourself, and not set those limiting thoughts on yourself.